Hey guys, I thought I'd share a little info that I've learned. I'd destroyed one of my heads in my motor catastrophe that I had, and I had to order some new rebuilds. And I'd ordered them from this place here. I thought I did my due diligence and trying to find a good place, and this all seemed good. Their website claims that they do a three-angle valve job on their valves. They put in new valve seals and replace the seats and guides if needed. Well, so I ordered two heads from them. I got them here, so you can see here. And I am putting a Brian Tooley truck Norris cam in my truck. So I took these heads apart to clean up the ports a little bit. And I also wanted to replace the valve springs that came in it with the ones I got with Brian Tooley. Well, when I took the heads apart, this here is the exhaust valve. Let's see. Try to get a good view here. It's kind of not picking up too well, but as you can see, this thing's never been recut. It never had a three-angle valve job done to it. It looks like they grabbed a bunch of used ones and just stuck them in the head. Extremely pitted. And it's not just that one. Let's see. Let me see if I can zoom in here or something. Get a little better view. Yeah, there we go. That is what I'm dealing with the exhaust valves. Most of my exhaust valves all looked like this. Extremely pitted. Like I said, it looks like they pulled a bunch of valves out of a box and just slapped them in the heads. Here's some more. Not as bad, but definitely not recut like their website claims. The exhaust valves were just as bad, or I'm sorry, the intake valves were just as bad and actually had a lip down here from being used. I didn't have time to get video of that because I needed my heads done and I had to send my heads to a local guy to redo it. Um, I did call and complain, and he basically said I was a liar from the get-go. I offered to send him pictures of the valves here, and he wanted nothing to do with it. Told me that you can't tell by a picture. And like I say, I could pull up all of them almost. There's only one decent valve out of all of them. Just to show I'm not. That was the best valve I had for the exhaust. All the rest are extremely pitted. Hard to get a view there, but try to get this thing to focus right. But as you can see, these are not fresh cut. In fact, he was kind of surprised and questioned me on why I even tore his heads apart. I reminded him that they were now my heads and that I was replacing the springs in it. Not to mention that I had poured some gas down each intake and exhaust, and all the valves were leaking. He told me that I just need to put it on my truck and run it. They'll seat themselves. Although, like you've seen, that's going to seat themselves. Maybe if he would have recut them and did them properly, just like he claims in the website, but he didn't and refused. So after going back and forth with him for a little while on the phone, he agreed to send me $50 to buy a new set of valves, which I did. The new intake valves are in here, done by professionals. And like I said, this is the place, Cylinder Heads International, out of Texas. I would not recommend going to these guys again. I paid $640 to have them shipped to me. Then, on top of that, I have where the coolant lines connect from one head to the other in the front here, and in the back there was nothing. I contacted them stating that my stock heads had plugs in there and wondered what they recommended me to do. So they sent me in the mail this stuff. These blocks to block them off, which was a great idea, the bolts to do it. But then on top of it, these are what came with it to help seal it. As you can see, this one completely toast, worthless, garbage. And then this one here is not in much better shape. No way would I want to use that and just hope that my head sealed there, because this is in the back of the engine when it's all assembled. Yeah, he sent it free of charge, whoop-de-doo. It's still no good to me. So I ended up taking advice of the local guy, and I tapped out the hole, and I'll plug it with a screw and silicone. So as you can see, I mean, the heads themselves I seem to have no issues with yet. Everything else seems to be alright, but definitely did not get what I paid for. His only other recommendation was to send them back to him for a full refund. Well, I need the heads. All I needed was the valves to be properly done, and he claimed that his 20-year guys would not do this. Well, I don't know what company would not want to know that somebody is failing in their area. But so I thought I'd share it with you guys, let you decide whether you want to ever risk buying from them. And like I said, Cylinder Heads International, Grand Prairie, Texas. Highly do not recommend them. Thanks for watching.